fellas. So this Playmakers film review, it's not a how to beat them type of thing. It's basically my perspective on some of our toughest playmakers and their tendencies on how I would prepare for them, and maybe to help some of our other users prepare and game plan when they're playing them, and also for those guys that are in the video, maybe help you better disguise some of your stuff going forward. Okay, so first up in the Playmakers film review is going to be Ace. So I play Ace probably every season and maybe at least 3 or 4 times in the playoffs. So I was pretty familiar with Ace. Probably played him more than I played anybody else in here outside of the Jets. So now Ace has always controlled his middle linebacker every time. So when I saw him moving the free safety, that was a red flag. And this was early in the Madden season, like season 2 actually. So when I saw him moving his free safety, I didn't know what he was doing at the time, but it was a red flag. So I've just made a mental note of that. And I ended up running it that play. So later in the game, he moves the free safety again. So I know last time he did it, it was an all-out blitz. So I'm trusting my gamble here. I'm willing to bet that it's a all-out blitz. So I'm going for a touchdown here on 3rd and 2 in a tight game. And audible, and everybody knows that outbreaking Will Wright on the left side of the field is unbumpable. So quick pitch and catch. Even though his cornerback was faster than mine, easy touchdown. And that was the last time Ace would ever play press coverage when he ran cover 0 against me. Okay, so the next way I used to attack this when I noticed he was in cover 0 was isolating my receiver on the wide side of the field on the right. So notice I was just doing a drag and a corner route with my tight end and basically a high-low read. So when he moved that free safety, as you just saw, I canceled out it immediately, and with the wide side of the field, I was going to actually try to hit him with an inside breaking route because I had good route running and he had terrible man coverage. But I just don't have enough speed to outrun him. So I kept that in mind and had a plan next time we played, and here we are later that season in the playoffs. Same idea, this time a shorter route, quick move, and I'm out. So every time he was going to show me that look when I had the wide side of the field, I was going to do a quick drag check down and make a quick move, and I was out. And again, there was many ways for me to attack it, but that's how I would attack it whenever I saw that setup, just as I did here. Season 4, another playoff game, and I have a nice little cushion here. He moves the free safety to the middle of the field. Same thing. All right, and I did the same thing here, but didn't break this one for a TD. I will get him later on this game, though. So it did take me a while to figure out why he was actually moving his free safety down to center field every time, and I didn't catch on to like season 3. Basically, with him being in man coverage, all-out blitz, but in man coverage, the running back was pretty much his safety's assignment in most of my formations. So he was bringing him down just to better align him with, the guy he was supposed to be covering. And once I figured that out, I took advantage of it. Another way to identify the all-out man blitz is when the safety and the corner is that close together. They're standing side by side, basically, and there's only one man over there. So I reset my play and changed the formation. And once he moved right there center field, I knew exactly I had what I wanted. And boom. So Ace is easily one of the toughest guys in here. And imagine playing one of the toughest guys, and you're struggling against him, but every time he goes to actually send his all-out blitz, you're one step ahead of him every time. Imagine how much of a game changer that is. Okay, so here's another look at him moving over his free safety to align himself with his assignment, my running back. Basically putting himself in better position to cover. So he's doing it again here. So the thing that I'm actually hitting home, and I'm going to hurry up and move forward. I'm not going to keep spending time on just beating the man blitz. But identifying someone's tendency is huge. But if you can identify and beat it, you need to start beating it in a different variation of ways, because you just keep beating it the same way, they'll change their play or they'll make an adjustment. And why would you want them to change from something if you know exactly how to beat it? So I just called a simple drag here, something simple, a double drag, and I motion a guy just to clutter it up a little bit. And I ended up getting 2 receivers wide open. Simple. This is one of the best guys in here, and you don't need YouTube. You don't need some gimmick play. You just simple. You find, in this case, I'm identifying him moving that free safety again, identifying his tendencies, and I'm exploiting it. So here I have an outbreaking route, just clearing it out so I can have single coverage over there, and boom. All right, and AFC Championship game. So it's a 3-point game, pretty tight, third quarter, and he shows this defense again. So audible, make a quick adjustment, and put my back on the wheel route. And the tendency have shown me that even though he lines up across the running back, he never covers the back. He just takes the first dude that goes across the middle. So put the running back on the wheel route, uncovered, and first down. 8-yard gain. So came back to it in the fourth quarter, next drive, and same thing. I happened to be in the bunch when he went to his all-out blitz. So I was like, I'm going to do it again. And sure enough, moved my guy over. He lined himself and took the first guy over the middle, 21 yards. All right, and this very last one was the last time we actually played in Madden 19. So same concept, a drag and a slant over the middle as bait, just to get him to take it, and uncovered wheel route right up the sideline. And as the free safety, that was actually his assignment. That was the only person he had to cover, was the back out the backfield. But again, I show all of this just to show you figure out somebody's tendencies and you don't just keep beating it the same exact way. I've just showed how I was beating it with wheel routes on opposite sides of the field, singling up my receiver with posts or with quick drag routes, with bombs, with drags over the middle from opposite sides. So there was multiple ways to actually keep beating someone's tendency while keeping them on their toes, because he literally doesn't know how I'm going to attack him. He probably didn't even realize that I was on top of him every single time he checked down to it.